Welcome back to Up. Acting White House Chief of Staff Mick Mulvaney there in damage control mode on Fox News moments ago after admitting there was a quid pro quo. Joining me now to discuss this, Congresswoman Karen Bass, a Democratic member of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, the House Judiciary Committee, and the chairwoman of the Congressional Black Caucus. Thank you very much for being on Up.
Thanks for having me on.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Congresswoman, because just listening to that sound from Mick Mulvaney on Fox News, he said they held back the aid until these two conditions were met. But am I wrong in my understanding that just holding back that aid is illegal, especially since that money was authorized by Congress?
Absolutely. No, that's absolutely right. You're not wrong. And I think that he just cannot defend this. But you know that this administration tries to normalize their bad behavior. If they say it out in public, then it's okay. I think that's what he was doing. And I do not believe he's going to be able to contain this damage.
And given your general reaction to hearing Mick Mulvaney say in that extraordinary press conference that, yeah, in response to Jonathan Karl, yeah, there is quid pro quo, and, quote, get over it.
Get over it. You know what? It was actually a really sad statement. It is clear that their arrogance, they believe that they can just say or do anything. But you know, Jonathan, because I am on foreign affairs, I do travel internationally a lot. And I just have to tell you, when you go overseas and when you meet with the staff at our embassies, they are just all so demoralized because of the beating that they have taken from this president, but also the way that they have just lowered the standards so much that now on the international stage we just look ridiculous. Like that letter that Trump sent to Erdogan, that it looked like it came from a child in 4th or 5th grade.
Congresswoman, one more question before I throw it out to the panel real quickly. You're a member of the Democratic leadership. There's some concern out there about the closed-door hearings that are happening as part of the impeachment inquiry, and there's some who think it leaves the American people out of the process. Why aren't these hearings being publicly televised?
Well, they're closed door for now, but we certainly hope that, one, in the future, the transcripts will become available, but also that some of these hearings will take place in the public. You know, it's just really important that we bring as many people who are involved in this latest debacle in, and that they have the opportunity to speak behind closed doors. It also helps assure somewhat that they are not tracking their testimony. In other words, if it's done in public, then they can sit there and study the testimony and come in and feed off of that. So we do hope that this time period will be over relatively soon.
Okay, Philippe has a question. Philippe, real quick.
Congresswoman,
sure.
Hi. This is Philippe Arnis on the panel. You sit on House Foreign Affairs. Last night it was reported that Speaker Pelosi is heading a bipartisan codel to Jordan to address the Turkey-Syria crisis. And it's a pretty heavy-hitting manifest with Chairman Engel, Chairman Schiff. Can you tell us a little bit more about that drew so many people out of Washington?
Sure. I'm so glad that she is on that trip. Chairman Thompson from Homeland Security is there as well. You know, because of the vacuum with the Trump administration, it's absolutely vital that the speaker go around the world to essentially assure people that the administration might be going in one direction, but Congress does not support that. And we demonstrated that by the vote we took earlier this week, where over 100 Republicans even joined in to denounce what is going on now. You know that Syria and Jordan have a border. You know that one of the things that Jordan suffers from tremendously is their goodwill attitude toward refugees. So they have hundreds of thousands of refugees in their country. And I'm sure one of the things she's over there doing is assuring them of our assistance in case they have additional Syrian refugees coming across their border.
And with that, Congresswoman Karen Bass, thank you very much for being on Up this morning.